We're down to final strokes with Iran. We're down to the final moments. We're at final moments. You can't let them have a nuclear weapon. We have a situation with Iran that something's going to happen very soon. Hopefully we can have a peace deal.
Well, President Trump is laying down the law when it comes to Iran's nuclear ambitions this week, giving the Islamic nation an ultimatum: accept peace or face very serious consequences. All this as thousands of Iranian Americans plan on rallying today, and also others, in the nation's capital to demand maximum pressure on Iran and the Ayatollah. And joining us now to talk about all of this is one of the many leading voices behind this movement, and also a former target of the Tehran terror attack. You can see him there in the middle of it all, Deputy Director of the National Council of Resistance of Iran. He's also the author of The Iran Threat, Alireza Jafarzadeh, along with former New York Congressman Anthony D'Esposito. Alireza, I see you have a big crowd there, lots of flags. Talk about this rally and the message that you want to send. I know the rally is getting underway any moment.
Absolutely, Rida. First of all, thank you for having me on. And there are thousands of Iranian Americans who have come from all over the United States to the nation's capital with a very clear message that not only they support the maximum pressure policy on the Iranian regime, but they believe the ultimate solution to ending the terror threat and the ending the nuclear threat of the Iran regime is a free Iran, ending the rule of the Ayatollahs in Iran. And of course, that's the responsibility of the people of Iran and the organized resistance. What the message is that, we're supporting those who have been fighting the regime for the past 40 years, led by a woman, Mrs. Mariam Rajavi, with her 10-point platform for the future of Iran. She just appeared in a hearing via satellite in the U.S. House, calling for a free Iran, ending the rule of the theocracy, saying that there is no need for boots on the ground or money appropriated for the Ayatollahs. The people of Iran have all the capabilities to bring about change. All the United States needs to do is to impose sanctions on the regime, snap back the sanctions at the UN, recognize the right of the people of Iran to overthrow the regime. Then you will see the big change in the whole region. Imagine a free democratic Iran. What an impact it will have in the whole world.
Yeah, a tremendous impact. Wow. Congressman D'Esposito, that is a very powerful message to hear, and saying, look, no boots on the ground, just give us the support. I also want to play a comment. This is from Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and he recently remarked on Iran's aggression, and he made very clear how America views Iran. Watch this.
Behind every terrorist group, behind every act of violence, behind every destabilizing activity, behind everything that threatens peace and stability for the millions of people who call this region home, is Iran.
Do you agree with that, Congressman, that Iran is really the head of the snake behind a lot of the terrorist movements going on around the world?
No question. The Iranian regime, and their terrorist organizations, whether it's Hezbollah or Hamas or others. Listen, I agree. We'd all love to de-escalate this with no boots on the ground, but I do have fear that Iran obviously is one of our greatest aggressors. We've seen the damage that they've done and the terrorist organizations that they fund. And I agree wholeheartedly. We should be eliminating Iran's ability for nuclear access.
Alireza, one of the things I know that the big rally and march today, you're going to end up, I think, at the White House. How happy are you, and obviously the thousands and literally millions around the globe, but the thousands that we can see there behind you, that now you have a president in the White House who is making it very clear about the role that Iran plays? Your thoughts about that, Alireza?
Well, certainly that old policy of appeasement, whether it was pursued by Europe or here, has been very destructive. It only provided opportunity and money and resources to the Iranian regime to fund the terror in the region, to advance the nuclear weapons program. The nuclear weapons program has cost $2 trillion for the Iranian regime, and they need the funding for that. And of course, we have been opposed to it since day one. We exposed all the major nuclear sites of Iran and triggered the OIAC inspections of the Iranian nuclear sites. And we believe that, you know, the marchers are trying to relay this message that the new policy has to take into account the role of the organized resistance in Iran, because no matter what you do, at the end of the day, it's a free, democratic republic Iran that would end the threat of nuclear and terrorism of the Iran regime. And this is the message that's going to be delivered here. Shortly after, there's going to be the leader of the resistance, Mrs. Rajavi, addressing here. Mayor Giuliani will be here. Ambassador Sam Brownback will be here. All of them with the same message that this is the time the regime is at weakened point.
Bravo, 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 bravo. We'll be watching that closely. And everybody more on Saturday Report. Thank you, Congressman.